synthesize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah, they stand and lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka'u. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man, I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child, gave him a hug, told him I love him, we gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile, you made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, this is dua. Praise himself, praise each other, praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God open-eyed to see. Read. Telling tales of wanderings, I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders, literal. You feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray, ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watchtower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire, caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise, to give sustenance. I've seen death eyes, the moon is my left eye. Praise Yah, dua. This is House of ATEN. I don't have a mask on, I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this? Greek named Anubis. Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts will flip a fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Bible Sessions, Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worse at attaining a purpose. While searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it, their soul cannot take it. Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a meadow netter, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Natural willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is something set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting in this year. Wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarm. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famine expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing a hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and that God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the
Hotep, peace of love. Can y'all hear me? How's my sound?
Hotep, you sound great.
Hotep, peace of love, everybody. Welcome to the house of ATEN. Ancient Tehutian Teachings of the Natiru presents the power of Auset creation by the great Primordial Thought 9. Before I introduce the brothers on the panel, we will begin as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Unki and Ma'at. Un and S. Nintet Auset and Ma'at. Min Hepapet and Ma'at. Her and Hu Kui. Per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. I'm the mighty Atef Rem Kim Ma'at. I'm the esteemed steward of the venerable house of ATEN. As a devoted disciple of the master teacher, the illustrious Tehuti Amenhotep Ra, I proudly undertake the role of the sagacious host for the weekly gathering within the sacred halls of the house of ATEN. Here we delve into the profound teachings that illuminate the path of Ma'at. In the sacred sanctuary of the house of ATEN, I guide fellow seekers on a journey of enlightenment and understanding, drawing from the wellspring of ancient wisdom. Our gatherings are profound explorations into the depths of truth, meticulously deciphered through the lens of ancestral artifacts and the profound teachings bestowed upon us by the great Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment to the pursuit of wisdom extends beyond the confines of our weekly gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee of truth, I strive to embody the essence of Ma'at in all aspects of life, expressing unwavering love for my people. My soul resonates with the harmonious frequencies of the Medu Neter. I stand as a loyal guardian of Ma'at, steadfastly defending the sacred principles that govern our existence within the house of ATEN. Next, we have the mighty Menku Ra Mary Ma'at, is a master student of the teacher Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menku Ra is the Heb, the festivities organizer in the house of ATEN, cultural enlightenment advisor and teacher, and developer of the Pathways to Awakening, a director and producer of documentaries, a researcher of ancient civilizations, and a researcher of the knowledge of spells. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani PTAH ATEN TEHUTI, is a teacher of knowledge, spoken word artist, a creator, awakening the sleepers and healing the chosen ones through sound vibrational tone and conscious thought. He's the Sab, the wisdom door opener, and the lead organizer of the House of ATEN movement. And without further ado, our presenter for the night, the mighty Primordial Thought 9, is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the house of ATEN. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to Study Guide Sundays. Peace, great brothers. How y'all feeling? Hey, I love it like that. I can see, so I can see what's going on, bro. Other than that, I gotta keep looking to the side. I can't see you, but I know you there, great brother.
Yes, Hotep Hinu. Great brother. Yes, well, learning through the process is great. But we know what they see is complete. So
exactly. Yeah, I was looking at the TV, trying to catch it, and then I was a few seconds off, but we got it though. We growing though, brick by brick, man. How y'all brothers feeling?
Feeling excellent, great brother. Fantastic. Very excited. Coming up, the pathways is right there. So extremely happy and excited about that and everything that's taking place. How you doing, great brother?
Man, feeling good, brother. Just preparing for this for the storm down here. We got another storm, Milton. That's so.
That's the name, Milton.
Yeah, that's his name. Man, where's Nukpu? Tell Nukpu to stop breathing down here. I don't know what he said. He was breathing these hurricanes, but he said he trying to get rid of the isfet though. He trying to create balance. So shout out to him. But hope everybody's safe. It's a lot of rain, a lot of storms. They done bought all the water and all the non-perishables. The shelves is empty. So I hope everybody's safe out there and well as we progress, and elevate and make it through the storms in our life, whatever they might be. So, peace and love to everybody. Hotep Hinu, to our great Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. It was a great class last night, and definitely looking forward to what Primordial Thought 9 is gonna bring to the table. Look at him, he focused. Look at him, he in his. What's up, great brother? He ready. I'm ready too, man. Menku, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. 2 weeks away from the pathways. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Looking forward to this director's cut of the Primordial Vision. You already know that you watch it is flexing, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm have us extra energy from the promo video. I always love when we come through, styling, doing our thing, producing, uh, keeping things moving forward. So I'm definitely looking forward to this teaching. I wanted to share with, I'll let Primordial say hello and greet the people. And then I want to share with everyone a little more information about the pathways. How you doing, great brother Primordial?
Hey, peace, peace, peace. Hotep Hanu. Are we feeling good? You know how things are once you finish your prep for your presentation and everything's all set and ready to go. Um, I feel good, man. Happy about this evening. Tef, man, y'all stay safe out there, man. All y'all that's out there, man, messing with them hurricanes. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Stay protected always. Protect the family. Stay vigilant. And we just, I'm just happy to be here, man. Hotep to everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching. Peace and love. We doing great.
Two up for that, great brother. We gonna stay safe out here. We protected by the netter. So, we good. Just do the right thing, brother. What's supposed to happen will happen. So just trying to stay on the right frequency and, keep it moving brick by brick, building.
Yes, Henu to you, great brother. Sending you and your family and much protection through the Netcher's travels. So yes, to you, great brother, for all that you are doing. Some wonderful. There's a lot of heka'u that's happening. So Tuan Hinu to you, great brother. I'm also looking forward to the primordial vision for tonight, and see what this is. One of the great parts is because we don't share with each other what we're presenting. So everyone here who's watching live and watching on playback, this is our first time as well, and it's always great. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, Pathways to Awakening last week. This is the last week for everyone to get your tickets. I see you all who are doing so, participating in the raffle. You want to be a part of that raffle. If you're coming, get in the raffle as well, so you can have the opportunity to take some wonderful items back with you. Looking forward to the talent show as well. I know we have Nook Poo Nook, who said he's gonna sign up for the talent show. Hush Nation, that great brother, and I did message you on Discord, Fix, if you could check that, so we can converse. To you, great brother, looking forward to seeing what he brings. Nefertatin, she's gonna be in the talent show. So last year we weren't able to do it, and this year we'll definitely be able to, so come prepared. I know Fix said it's real, it's really real out here, so looking forward to that, and just seeing the refinement in everyone and just all the creativity come forward, and show us what you can do and what your Eve wants to express. That's the most beautiful thing about it. So I'm looking forward to that. And yes, I'll pass it to the great brother Minku Ara, and let his tones permeate everyone's auntie of this very powerful event. So Hotep Hinu.
Hotep Henu to a great brother. I wish I could be in the raffle, because I saw them. I saw that bag. That's definitely a beautiful gesture. Nothing but the best for the Karoo. So y'all are definitely are in for a treat and for some treasures if you enter in the raffle and win it. So yes, I wanted to share with you all. Ani, I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Okay.
So we wanted to share with you all the theme, the color theme for this
One
year's.
second, great brother.
Okay.
So I can have them see it as well.
Okay.
Take me a few moments here.
No problem. Yes, things are looking magnificent for the pathways. We are right on schedule. We're just waiting for everyone to purchase their tickets so we can make sure we have an accurate count for the food. But everything else is ready to rock and roll for y'all. So those who will be attending, you are definitely going to be blessed in a very powerful way.
All right, great brother. They can see the screen.
Beautiful. Nefer. So with the Pathways to Awakening, for those who were there last year will remember a lot of people wearing black and gold. And so consistently, that will be the two colors for the pathways. And then every year, we will add a different third color for the Pathways to Awakening. So as you can see over here, the Hechet, which is white, is the third color of this year's Pathways to Awakening. Black and gold are the two main colors of the movement. This year we chose white as the third color to represent when culture shifts, power is transitioned. And so for those who've been here from the beginning, our day one HOA members, when we was teachings of Ma'at, a lot has changed since the beginning of everything that has come forth with Saba Tehuti pod class, with Saba and with the brothers here. We've gotten our RENs. We have Primordial with us now. The organization name has changed. The day when Saba used to teach changed. The time he does his pod class changed. We have Ani Patah put out a couple projects. So much has changed. Leadership changed hands. So much has happened. Our membership has grown. This year, quadruple the number of people will be receiving their RENs. So the culture has shifted in a very powerful way, and the power is definitely transitioned in multiple ways. And the Hekau continues to thrive here at the House of ATEN. So here is a magnificent illustration of where we are at mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally at the House of ATEN. And so as you can see at the bottom, our great geologist and researcher and archaeologist and teacher, Ani Patah, has shared this extremely rare depiction of Akhenaten wearing the Hechet crown. And so, for everybody that's viewing this or will see this on the playback, you have this, but what it takes for some of us to find these kind of things is not an easy thing. And so Henu Hotep to the ancestors for keeping these records, and Henu Hotep for diligent, very powerful brothers, teachers like our Saba and Ani Patah that's able to find these recordings and this metanetter and some of the beautiful illustrations that our ancestors left for us. And then as you can see at the top, Ani Patah always does a great job of showing us the Medu, the translation and the transliteration. So on here we have writings upon coffins. Your white crown is that of Tehuti, the headchet, the white crown. And you can see the crown in multiple places on here. And I think this is the hetch, which is mace. And then the hetch, which is white, bright. The land becomes dawn. And then we have, I think that's Heru, of face, cheerful. And Ani Patah can add on to this build because he is definitely more seasoned. Whoa, what just happened? This switch to the video. I'm not trying to play the video. My bad. Let me see. Are y'all seeing the video on the screen?
Yes. Lights, camera, action.
I didn't mean for that to happen. Hold on. That is bizarre. Okay, let's do this again. That video want to be seen. That video is fire. Let me see if I can find it. I messed up my screen. One second, everyone. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, here it is. Okay, it's back on the screen. Tua. Why is it doing that again? Sorry. My screen is very sensitive, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay, I won't touch it this time. When I try to make it bigger on my screen, it don't like that, so. Let me see if I can make it bigger on this screen. Bear with me. Okay, Tua, sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. And so the last piece is a club or mace to wield the... Ani, could you help me with that last piece? To wield the... What is that? Looks like
Yes, Hotep Tua. Are you not able to zoom in? When you try to zoom in, it changes it?
yeah, I can see it right here. I was asking about the pronunciation of what looks like a backwards 3 ms.
Oh yes, that's the ah mess.
Ah, mess. To a great brother. And then the last component is the hechechi. How do you say that last part, Ani? The HDY?
Yes, the hechi.
The hechi, the brilliant one, the shining one, the name of the sun. So yes, Hinu Hotep, our colors for the pathways this year will be black, gold, and white. So get together your attire. Oh, I could rock this, and that'll be good money. But I'm gonna definitely probably wear something else. But Hinu Hotep, definitely looking forward to seeing you all at the pathways. Yes, definitely reach out to us and let us know where you're at in regards to coming to this year's ceremony. Hotep Hindu.
All right, Hotep, great brother, Tua for that. And before we give it to the great brother, Primordial Thought 9. Yeah, let us play the trailer so everyone can see that, who may not have been in the pod class at that moment. So Tua Hinu, everyone, for all that you are doing and all the great support. So let me share this video here.
Light the pathway.
Pathways
All my life I was looking for a sign.
to awakening.
Wasn't sure where to find a peace of mind.
House of Act.
Sometimes you can see things when it ain't time.
Pathways.
Well, for you I'll be putting it all aside.
To awakening. Open up your eyes, I see they dream and sleep. Knocking on the door, I'm for sure they're not hearing me. Open up your eye, let the light inside, stop fearing it. Please don't be surprised when we rise and appear in it. Traversing the boats of consciousness. Are you steering ship? Are you dedicated? Are you focused? Are you serious? Are you motivated? Is your inspiration clearly lit? Are you advantageous of opportunities hidden in the Saba to the pathways? We are past the last days. We do more than have faith. Put in action in place. Pathways to awakening. Travel to awaken me. Pathways to awakening. Travel to awaken me. Awakening.
Don't need to control the thing.
Pathways
So alive.
to awakening.
When I look at you it seems
House of Act.
you can get so high.
Pathways to awakening. Are you awakened or are you staying asleep? Pathways.
watching that on repeat for the last couple of days, sharing it with people, flexing on them, you know, letting them know how we coming. Yes, sir.
Yes, it was very fun creating that, and yeah, Hinu to you, great brother, for your production and directive abilities. Definitely helps a lot in the creation process. So to Hinu, peace, Ox Effect, Hotep. Great to see you here, great brother, as you do so excellent. The great Nook Poo, Hotep Hinu, great brother. Hush Nation, Hotep Hinu, peace and love. Tanya 23 Experience, Hotep Hinu to you. And definitely want to give a Hotep Ma'at Hinu to the great moderator, Anu, who's here with us. Hinu to you, great brother. Pinned to the top of the chat is a link, well, a couple links, and that is the pathway to support what you see here at the House of ATEN. We give much Hinu to everyone who utilizes those links to support, so we can continue to keep doing what we're doing and elevating at the pace that we are. There's a lot of energetic transference that happens when that action is put forth. So Tuan Hinu to everyone who supports, and we appreciate and love each of you. At the end of the great primordial vision, after discussions, we will show the support. So Tua, for those who have sent in support prior, I see you, Hotep Hinu, and I'll gather them all throughout the stream and right before I show to put it all into one, so we can go through that all together. So much love. If you appreciate what you're about to receive from the great Sahih Primordial Thought 9, let this great brother know by supporting. Hit the like button if you haven't done so, and share this to the platforms. And lastly, before I pass it to the great brother, give a Hinu to the great sisters of the House of ATEN, who are putting in work behind the scene and helping us grow exponentially, and we are able to be very dependent upon their consistency, as that has been shown forth. So I want to give praise to the great sisters of the House of ATEN. On to our social media manager, minister, priestess of the House of ATEN. She is doing fantastic and bringing forth all of the short clipped videos with the captions attached to them on our Instagram, our TikTok, our Facebook as well, all of our social platforms. If you go all the way back, there was a time when I was putting that out there for that position there, and its importance and necessity of helping the House of ATEN grow through the social presence that the masses are on, the youth are on, and so as I created a system to allow that to be done efficiently and effectively, we needed someone to step up to that position there and say, hey, I'm willing to do this, and I'll do it consistently. And that's what the great Antu did. She stepped up to that position, and since her entry into that, she has been very consistent in assisting ideas and actually putting forth the action to put those videos out there through the system that I showed her how to use. So that's what we do here at the House of ATEN is if you want to be great in a particular thing, we're here to assist you in bringing that forward. So much Hinu to Antu for that, and the great sister Nefertatin for doing all of our timestamps here at the House of ATEN in the Tehuti podcast. So when you come back to these videos and you see the detailed timestamps to where you can go to specific areas of the classes here in the House of ATEN, and as well as the Spotify audio cut down versions of the Tehuti podcast and here at the House of ATEN, so you can just hear the teachings. That's on Spotify for everyone's convenience while in travels. And that is the great Nefertatin who is doing that. So again, much love and Hinu to the sisters for the works that you're doing in assisting the House of ATEN movement. And we are always looking for the great Karu. And for those of you who may be watching and want to become within the House of ATEN and assist us, there's always things to do. There's always positions to be created to help the growth so we can reach as many people as possible and allow people the opportunity to receive what we all have received by being within the teachings of the great Saba Tehuti and teaching us how to stand on ancestral artifacts over religious opinions. So each of us have a very important role, and there's a lot to do. So I always like to put that out there to plant the seed for everyone. So again, Hotep Hinu, Ma Kuru, Hinu to the great brothers here on the panels, locked in. So yes, it's a beautiful thing. Tua. And yes, I'll now pass it to you, great brother, Primordial Thought 9, so we can get into the mind of the prime, the one with the 9, both times. Hotep.
Hotep, peace. You know, I get excited once I hear the tones. Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, I'll get started. If you can you turn the background music off for me, please? Before I start this, I just want to make sure that primordial vision is definitely things that I see with my Aheru, what I examine, things that are within my Ebe, topics that are within my Ebe, things that I've been busy with. I am a firm. I know that it is imperative for a person's gift to leave examples for their children, to show them what you are up to, what keeps you busy, what keeps you focused. So y'all know in previous presentations, I did something. I was working hekau, trying to speak into existence. When Gabriella told me that she was pregnant, we were hoping for a great Sai. We was gonna name him Patah, and it was a beautiful thing. So, things happen another way. Now we have a beautiful Sat who will be joining us very soon, and I could not, not do a class for her and to leave something for her, to show her that you can work on something and continue to practice and continue to build and mature your gift and continue to be creative and continue to put your cool onto something you love to do and work at it. So without further ado, um, let me start the presentation. Let's see. Okay, boom. Boom. Let's close this up. All right. We'll go here. And let me see. Bear with me. All right, here we go. So boom. Screen share. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Hope y'all enjoy. Hotep Mary. Tet e araret mak fim hekau nek hekau neter pu ib e kat a ra neter ib wat e nuk ra aku neter. I say this to work the magic by means of the neter hekau. I am hekau, the neter of magic. I am pure of mouth and of body. I am Ra who preceded all the Netiru. I am Ra, the power of light. Hotep Mary, Nefer Auset Mary. Before we begin, we must first give adorations to your great Nefermut. Dua unto you, great Nefermut. You are the great Hathor. You are the great Het Heru. Tua for being the portal for Auset, the Nefer Auset Mary. I've observed you during those sleepless nights. Those times to where you have trouble keeping your food down. When your hips hurt and your back is sore. Feeling tired throughout the whole day. Thoughts and feelings of wanting to cry. Giving up your favorite foods. I'm sure the hardest one of them all has been giving up coffee. Oh, how much I know you love your coffee. The feeling of not having full control of your body. The very idea of creating a living being inside of you. Dua for offering your body to be the gateway for our great Sat, the Nefer Auset Mary. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. It is the ultimate gift that one being gives to another. To bring forth life, to go through the process that no man could naturally go through. Tua to you, Makit, the great Mut, Gabriella. Dua to you, Hotel Mary.
This begins the real theme and purpose and biological imperative of what Auset is, as opposed to Isis, which Auset is inseparable, is an inseparable echo of her man, God. Auset is the inseparable echo of her man God, whose purpose is strictly that of biological imperative and the promotion of immortality. She is the embodiment of the complete support and resurrection of her echo Asar and protective motherhood of his and her progeny son Heru. In other words, there is no story of what Auset is without Asar and Heru, which should be the echo of all females in Ma'at. Now, this reference was 1279 BC, but I will take you back to the oldest written reference of Auset pertaining to this embodiment, while simultaneously taking you back to the oldest recorded reference to immortality on this entire planet Earth. And guess what the oldest writing of immortality, of spirituality, was on the entire planet called? What is the oldest writing of immortality, out-of-body immortality on this entire planet called? What is it called? Here it is right here. This is it. These are the writings right here. Let me shrink it down a little bit. They call this the Saqqara Pyramid. 2700 BC. What is the oldest writing called? It was called Unas Nefer Auset. Unas Nefer Auset is the name of the oldest writing of spirituality, immortality on this entire planet Earth. Was called the Unas Nefer Auset. No Muslim, no Christian, no Hindu, no anybody can take you, all the people that claim that God created humans on the planet Earth and gave them education first, if you ask them, will take us to the oldest spiritual writing, because God didn't give spirituality to the monkeys. He didn't give spirituality to the tiger, right? He didn't give spirituality to the chimpanzee. He didn't give spirituality to the eagle. He, according to you, he gave language and spirituality to beings that were in his image and his likeness. So what is the oldest recorded evidence of us having spirituality and immortality, which could only have been taught by your God, because other animals don't seem to be interested in this? And that is a structure named after Auset. Boom. That's your religious priests, teachers, gurus, spiritualists, African-centered, ancestral worshiper. No, of the oldest writings of spirituality, immortality on this entire planet Earth. Is that what your religious preacher teaches? Your spiritualist, African-centered, going back to the ancestors? Does he teach that the oldest spiritual writings on Earth go back to a structure named after Auset? On this entire Earth was named after Auset? No. No one you know, other than those that come to the Tehuti pod class, knew that, but everyone knows the word Bible, Quran, etc. And that is the psyops, the oldest spiritual writing, the legend of immortality on this entire planet Earth was named after the female Auset. Okay? Because the oldest story of how to reach immortality is strictly based on what she did for her echo, her husband, which won in simultaneous echo of biological imperative with spiritual immortality, that the principle is within no other religion, but originated itself starting with Auset. So you do not find the principle of reaching immortality going back in any other religion any other spiritual system. I don't care if it's voodoo, houdon. I don't care if it's the Bible, Hebrew, Islam, Islam alaikum. I don't care if it's the Christian Jesus Christ, Adam and Eve. The oldest story, the oldest reference to a hope that you have an immortal body outside of your physical body is inseparably tied in to a story of a female's dedication to her man. And that is why they had to eliminate Ma'at and these stories out of your heart, because the story of immortality in all the other religions can exist independently. You can independently be a female Christian and be fine. You can independently be a male Christian, Muslim, whatever it is, and be fine. But in the original introduction that there is hope for immortality, in order to imbue that, you have to simultaneously imbue the story of a family and a female that was inseparably supportive of her male. And that's why they have to separate that from spirituality, because you can be an independent black woman. I'm an independent. Well, I don't need no man. I don't need no man to be spiritual. I don't need no man. If you're a Christian, no. If you're a Muslim, no. If you're into all these religions, no. But in the original that introduced all of this, it was a complete simultaneous echo of biological imperative with spiritual immortality, that principle that is within no other religion that originated religion itself, other than the religion originated religion itself, starting with Auset. Yes, Auset's actions, the female Naturt's actions, started all religions on the planet that pertain to immortality. A female's action, I'm going to repeat this again. A female's actions to the dedication of her man started every single aspect on this entire planet Earth's history of the hope of living outside of your physical body when you die. If it is important to you as a Christian, as a Muslim, as a Hebrew, as a whatever you exoterist, existentialist, metaphysical, if that is important to you, you must give homage and understand that it is a female's action of the dedication, support of her man that brought all of that to the planet Earth. That's why these other religions don't have biological imperative intermesh within them.
One's name is of great importance, Auset. It is the frequency that will echo from you. You have been given one of the greatest names that ever existed. Your name has a strong frequency, Auset Mary. Your name is one of the purest frequency of a Naturt. As you mature in this life, you will see all types of different, chaotic, self-destructive, weird, contradicting, prideful, emotionally unbalanced, distorted identities that will appear to be freedom. Multiple activities will appear to be fun, creative, free spirit, whatever that means. Adventurous, independent, you will only live once mentality. Auset, if you really pay attention and observe what is happening to the female's mind, then you will understand. Observe the mindset of a woman today and compare that to the mindset of the great Naturt, Auset. Some appear to be what they call very successful. Some you'll even see really trying to find their way, really looking for answers, but struggle with a sense of direction. But a lot of them you'll see who are wanderers, lost in the chaos without structure, holding on to the chaotic influences that has them afraid to leave, tormented by the multiple identities that has them left in a chaotic state of mind. Me and your mut named you Auset to bring back the pure frequency on this earth. Your name comes with great responsibility, dedication, discipline, above all else, pure love. There will be many people asking you, what does your name mean? May you receive this presentation. Hotep Mary.
Are you ready for the first time in history for you to be taught the other definition of Auset that echoes the biological imperative priority that the feminine should have for her husband on this date, August 24th, 2024? You were here, where you will hear it for the first time as always in the Tehuti pod class, the other definition of the name of the great feminine Netzert Auset. You're going to hear it here for the very first time, which is the speed. This is the definition that's not given. The speed, the priority in which she moved to defend, fight, and attack for her man, Netzer God husband. The speed, no hesitation she took to take the rightful place as the protective guardian of her man. The definition of the matrix will never tell you, but that is why you are here at the Tehuti pod class, because your current Kemet teacher will never tell you this. And let me take you to page 9 of the Egyptian Hieroglyphic Dictionary and look at the word os. Are you ready? Here we are. Boom. To be light, speedy. As, asu, speed, haste, hurry, flow quickly, run, to attack, judge hurriedly, hasty, swift with feet. Os, auset. Hasters away. Let me come to the room. Anybody told you that? Did they give you that in the definition? In the stories, Auset is the speedy one, moving so fast through the bushes to find Asar that it made a rattling sound of the rice bushes and the wheat bushes and the other bushes she was moving through that gave birth to what the Greeks started calling the tambourine and the sistrum. That's why they said in the rituals, you found them worshiping Het Heru with this bandage with rice in it. And they're going with Het Heru's face on it and the two horns going. It was the sound of the speed of Auset and Nebtet moving through the bushes, moving through the grains of wheat in all the areas, looking for her husband, making that sound of the moving bushes. In her haste, that was her number one priority. When you have a number one priority, it's the fastest thing that you want to accomplish. It comes before everything. That is the speed and the haste, and it's called the haste of the feet, because she was running through the bushes hurriedly looking for her man. That's in her name, Os. That they never, the great's throne, the female ruler, kings, the queens were the matriarch. What about the moving haste, Os, speed that she was looking for her man? What about that priority? The egg is forgotten. Her in the pregnancy seat is forgotten. Forget about that. Forget about the speed you're moving for your husband. Just talk about the ruling, the woman king. I'm the ruler, the ruling, I'm the matriarch and the ruler. What about the haste and the speed looking for the husband? That's what they don't tell you about. That part of Os. Os is the speed in which she's moving, because the priority of her getting to her husband in time to create a situation to give him conscious rebirth was her number one priority. And it's the word that means speed and attack, to fight. Who was she fighting? She was in the fight. Did you know that? Did you know she was in the fight too with Heru? She was in the fight. She was the one preparing and making the weapons and fighting Set. She was in the fight. She was moving fast. She was attacking, helping Heru fight Set for her husband, for biological imperative, no individuality. No individual, no single Auset woman king, no single Auset. No, this had to do, everything about her had to do with the defense and the protection of her man. Every single thing about her, down to her name, meaning the speedy one, and down to why they have the tambourine representing the speed of her moving through the grains and moving through the bushes as a ritual that they did called the head Heru ritual, which is why head Heru is on the tambourines. When they go through archaeology and they find the tambourines, the rice shaker tambourines, and the ones that are made out of tin that to make the music, it's all head Heru's face on it. So there it is, Ost right there, to move quickly with feet and to run into attack. Okay.
Swiftly you will move in life. There will be no procrastination within you, Auset. Your name has power that will give you the energy you need to complete what is necessary. There are so many attributes linked to your name. May you imbue yourself with every attribute the great Natert Auset has. There is strength in your name. Remember what is being presented to you. Give your ear to greatness. Hotel Mary.
Auset was associated with the rebirth through the Nile Valley flood and vegetation and harvest, and thus associated with lakes, pools, and boats. She was called Mary, or just as a star with the letter T, which was Auset at the end. Mary turns into Merit. Okay? So as we see here, nectar of inundation, or of the flood, the waters, the goddess of inundation, Mary. There's the egg right there of Heru. There's the reproduction in Mary, and then the T for the feminine, just like a star T at the end. The loaf, which we're going to get into why, that's feminine. And there's Marie from Marie, which is seagoing, waters, inundation, anything pertaining to a collection of water, a lake, pool, reservoir, basin, canal, inundation, flood, stream, and it is also the word for ships. Was the story of Asar and Aset, just like it was taken to name the cities in Tamaray, Kemet, along the Nile, is the tradition still being done today, where modern day people are taking the story of Asar and Aset and our connection with the inundation and the great seagoing ships and naming cities after this today. Is that how serious the people are still continuing? Remember, way at the top here, way at the top in the beginning of the class, remember the Egyptian goddess that Rome adopted. Is Rome still doing this today? The modern day European or Rome still adopting the traditions and taking what the ancients did, naming cities after the Asar story and the inundation, and continuing that tradition today and naming cities today after the Asar story and the definition of her name, Mary, which is seagoing ships and lakes and water areas. Let's see if they're still continuing the tradition today. Because when we tell you to continue the ancient traditions today, you get mocked. Oh, you're spooked out, you pseudo. That's of the past. That's the ancient time. What are you doing? While million-dollar corporations are still echoing the same tradition today of naming cities after the Asar Estet story. So here we go. She was named the Marie of the king. Remember? Remember up here? Overseeing the king in the place, the seat. For keeping watch, that's the eye. As for the king, over the great Neter. So there's the king, because that's what Asar was. That's what the fight was over between. Who can get the position of Asar as the ruler or as the great heir? Would it be Set or would it be Heru? Set was the overseer of the king. She was the Mary of the king. She was named Mary of the king, the watcher who oversaw the king, the Netert of the waters and boats. The symbol for overseeing was Ra. The symbol that you see right here, this eye, is also the symbol of Ra. That's the reason why you see Asar's name has the R in it. So when you look at the two words here, you see os, and what's the difference? The letter T here and the Ra right here. This one causes the Auset, or Ost, or East, Est. And this one is the Ra. This one is the Ra symbol. That's where you get the R from. So this is the symbol of Ra, which is the word for the eye, the overseeing eye, and also the word for Ma'at. So she was the Mary that was the overseer of the king, and Ra's name is also pronounced Re. And in the legends of her and Behutet, a city was named after her in Asar. Are you ready? Let me show you Auset's influence over the world, why they still copy this tradition today. Here we go. What's this? In California right here, Marina del Rey. What is this? What's Marina del Rey? Marina del Rey, what do they translate it as? Spanish for Marina of the King. Marina of the King, of the seaside, of the boats. The largest port is North America's largest man-made small craft harbor, and is home of what? Let me shrink this down. Home of what? Home to approximately 5,000 boats, called the Mar. For Marie, Marina. That's where what's the Mar, that's Auset's name, as Marit, water. And that's where you get marine land, that's where you get the Marines from. That's where you get the maritime states from. Marina, the water of the Rey. Why do they translate Rey as king? Who are the Spanish? Who are the Spanish? Who are the Spaniards? Why do they translate the word Rey as king? That's who Rey was. So sometimes you have words where the translation of the word is what the thing actually is, and not the definition of the word, but what the thing actually is, which is Ra. Ra was the king over the Neter. That's who Ra was. He was the top of the king. And Marie was Auset. And the symbol of Ra was the eye. So she was the Marie of the Rey, of Asar, the overseeing eye, which is Ari and Ra. And now they have the largest man-made port called Mary Del, which is of Ra, of Rey.
I showed this clip from our Saba because I wanted you to see the range of how far your name stretches. As you mature in life, you will start to see your name in many things. And as you discover these connections, you will understand more of how much your Pau has impacted your very surroundings. I mean, come on. They're naming cities after your ancestors. We can go visit there right now if we wanted to. As you spend time in the teachings, you will begin to understand the influence your ancestors have on this earth. May you be proud of that. Hotep Mary.
Here it is. So I already showed in many classes when the University of California, which is up the street from me, did these experimentations. And this is from the graduate nurse at the New York University with focused intention of healing. She is the large image. The patient is the smaller one. So what do we have here? We have an actual nurse focusing on healing. This is not the medication. This is her focus. This is what people would call magical healing, but this is focus, and you can see the light changing a light blue-white. And this is healing being done in the New York University, and the study, the detailed study was done right around the street from me in the University of California, which I've done many classes and cited that. So they show that healing is done through intention and consciousness, and even being practiced by the nurses who are supposed to be healing through medicines, but know about this extra information, and he's using intention to heal, like Auset did. This is after she triggers and turns on the healing energy, you see the healing wall get much brighter. The healing intensified strictly through intent, vibration. That's the quantum string realm. So when people talk about the quantum realm and the string theory, and they're talking about a realm where things are connected, things are entangled, but you can't necessarily see what's entangling. That's the invisible string with the string theory. Where did the healing string concept associated with healing originate from? Here it is getting brighter, because this healing is being done through a connection that can't be seen, but because it's connected, it's associated with a string on a quantum level. Thy sister Auset acted as a protectress to thee. She drove away enemies, she averted seasons, calamities from thee. She recited words with magic power of her mouth, being skilled of tongue, never halting for a word, being perfect in command and word. Auset the magician avenged her brother. She went about seeking him intriguingly. And the other stories in the Heru Behutet and the other stories of the death of Heru goes to continue on how she was doing healing. Healing was being done through incantation, intention, and words, sound, vibration. Auset was the Seket. Neith with her sister, who was Seket. Neith, the protection, was linked to guess what? So this string healing with intention through powers that you can't see but are yet connected, and thus you get the concept of an invisible string or an entanglement. When you tickle one object in quantum science, the other object is affected simultaneously, and it's not affected by time or distance, but you can't see what's connecting them. They say it's a string, some type of invisible string. Well, you see on my hat I have Seket, which I revealed for the first time in history that Seket was the ancient word for the spider, the weaver. This Seket represents the healing ability of Auset and Nebtet, and what they were doing with Asar on a quantum level, a level that you couldn't see with your physical eye. They were the original spider weavers, weaving the protection for Asar Auset that you were never told about by your current teacher, because he never reads the stories. They were the weavers of protection. That was the Seket. And let's get into it. How did they heal? How was it described? We have quantum healing, which is healing through unseen forces. You can't see what's connecting, but there's something connecting the intention to what's happening in the physical body on a quantum level. That's the string concept of entanglement. How does it describe Auset and Nebtet, Nebtheka and Nebtet, healing Asar and healing Heru? How did the ancient writings describe that healing? Let me show you for the first time in history. Let me show you for the first time. Let's get into it. Welcome to Tuti Podcast. Here we go. Ready? Auset. Give me that. Auset was a Seket, Neith, with her sister, who was Seket, Neith. The protection was likened to what? How did the ancients describe the protection? Legend of the death of Heru. Verily Auset weaveth, and Neith spinneth against the poison. Let me read it again. Verily Auset weaveth, and Nebtet spinneth against the poison. This woven garment strengthened this being Heru. who is perfect in words of power through the speech of Ra Herukuti, the great Nectar, president of the South and North, of the Res and the Met. O evil poison which is in thy member, of this cat which is under the knife, come, issue forth upon the earth. How are they described with healing? Using perfect words and intention of speech. They didn't have any scalpel. There was no hospital going on in the story. They use intention, sound, vibration, and speech in perfect words. And they created a connection of weaving and spinning against the poison. Boom, weaving, connecting, healing on the quantum string web, spider, dimension, a magical garment that surrounds the body like clothes. Auset, the great spider weaver. So what are they doing? They're creating some type of garment that surrounds the body, and they're doing it, associating it with some type of weaving or spinning, unseen entanglement. And what is the garment that's around the body? That right there. Those are the coronas around the body. Those are the coronas around the fingertips of the University of California, revealed that around the body was light, and when it was being healed in a state of protection, it would form bluish white, and it would get brighter as the healing took place, forming a light around the body, just as the ancestors described as the healing with the entangled ability, weaving and spinning out the poison, doing what? Weaving a garment. That's a clothing that surrounds the body. A garment, something you put on that's around the body that causes the strength of the healing. That's what people today are calling the aura or the energy, which I did a class on that. That's the weaver, the great spider protector. Boom. Weaving, connecting, healing on the quantum string web, spider dimension, a magical garment that surrounds the body like clothes. Auset, the great spider weaver.
Oh, how great is the magic that is within you. A woman has the power to make a man feel like the greatest man on earth. Or, under certain circumstances, that same power can make a man feel lower than dirt. This power flows within you. You can help those who are in need of your gift. You are the embodiment of wealth. As you mature in the teachings of our Pa'u, the more you realize how powerful you really are, you will be able to strengthen the weak. Maybe heal those who are sick. A gift that will showcase the strength of our ancestors. This clip that I've showed you from our great Saba Tehuti reveals that it is possible that the very magic that is within you exists. May that power show itself in you, Auset. The Heka'u is within you. And yes, the Heka'u really works. Hotep Marie.
Wow, Tehuti, you say Auset is the most influential woman in this Earth's history? Yes. Now, not only was she taken to create Mary, but as a duality, she was taken also to make Jesus. They always tell you that Jesus was stolen from the Asar story, and Heru was the Christ. They didn't tell you the Jesus story was stolen from Mary, from Auset. She was taken to make Jesus as well. Auset was taken to make Mary and Jesus. Well, Mary Auset became Mary Isis. How do you say Jesus in Greek? Isus. Isus. Isus is the name of Jesus in Greek. That's his name. Isus. Isus. Right there. That became Jesus' name. Isus. Isus. Isus, the Lord. Isus, the Lord who was silent, then reborn on December. This is why, let me come in for a second. This is why you have no record of a Yahshua. Even in the Hebrew writing, they say, no, Jesus is the wrong name. It's not Jesus. The Hebrew Israelites will say, it's not Jesus. It's Yeshua. Not Isa, not Jesus, Isus. The J came in later. It was originally Isus. The Greek, Isus. Who is what? Who is the great protector? The one who saves you. What's the sign that he is the great protector? What is the sign that he's special? Oh, that he has fluid poured on him. Once the fluid is poured on him, then he becomes the Christ, Isus. As long as the liquid fluid is poured on him, then he's special and he's Isus. And they say, no, it's Yeshua. Show me any record with the word Yeshua on it. Go. Show me any ancient record anywhere in history in the time of 1 AD to 33 of any Hebrew writing about a Yeshua. Go. Where is it? The only writing you have is Isus. There is no writing of it. Whether Jesus existed or not is a whole other story. Let's just talk about the record of him. The record of him is only Isus. Only Isus. You know, like Isis, only Isus. You know, the one who gave his blood for you. When you're washed in the blood of the Lamb, you know, like the placenta. I already had that class. What the placenta does with the blood, washes the blood. Only a thing that a woman can do. Only thing that Auset does. You know, you're washing the blood of the Lamb. Only a thing that the Mut does. Only what Isis does. Only what Auset does, the female. You know, the one who goes into the delivery room and gives birth to you. Oh, Isus? The one who delivers you from sin because you have to be born again? You know, the great protector, the savior. The one who gives blood for you. That you can be born again. Because if a woman doesn't have a menses, she's not giving birth. That's the sign when she's around 13 or so, giving her blood every month. Now a child can be born. And she can go into the delivery room and deliver you. And you can be born again as a pure baby because the placenta washed the blood. That's all said. You know, Isis, who became Isis. I'll never debate again. I'll never debate again. Here we go, everybody. Ready? Boom. There. Because the Lord, Isis, the Lord was silent, then reborn in December. We'll get into that. Remember earlier in class I showed you that Auset was associated with the water and the flood? Oh yes, she was associated with the star Sapti, that's called today the Sirius star, and the 70 days of Sapti, also called Saptis. Sapti is a state of silence. Then there's the rebirth, which was Auset, who was in pregnancy, preparation. Guess what the word sept means? For the brightest harvesting star. Sept, Auset's name, to be ready to be prepared. A woman goddess with child. There's the Auset symbol. There's the sitting and birthing symbol on the birthing seat. People with wealthiness, wealth. Why? Because the laws of Ma'at say the woman is wealth. What else is sept? Provisions, rations, food. Tehuti said that the influence of Auset affected everyone who's watching diet. One of the names of Auset is provisions, rations, and food. Why? Because it dealt with the harvesting when the Stopti star would rise and the vernal heliacal equinox rising, rise simultaneously with the sun and the three stars of Sahu. That was the vernal heliacal equinox rising, and the brightest one was Stopti Sept. And then the rains come that provide the harvesting food for the farmers. So another name for Auset was the provision of food. Auset associated with food and diet. Could this have affected your diet today? Every single of the 47 people watching, from your child to you, to your unborn child. Could this definition of Auset's name affect you? Is your diet affected by this story? Is Auset that powerful? Is it possible that the Auset story is so powerful that it affected your diet? Her definition is food provisions. Let's see how this goes. Ready? Here we go. Boom. Prepared goddess with child. Daily food. Bread. Remember, the bread loaf is what is at the end of Auset's name. That is the difference between her name and a star that makes her feminine. Sept Auset. The T at the end is actually a bread loaf. Well, let me take you to how they replaced Auset Isis. Remember Isis, Jesus? She's the bread loaf. That's what she is. She's symbolized by the bread loaf. She's the provider of the food, the provisions. And what makes the name Aus feminine is a food symbol. This right here is another type of cake or bread. It's a food symbol. So one bread food symbol is in the word sapt, and the other bread's food symbol is in the word auset as the rounded bread loaf. One is in the golden mean ratio bread loaf, the 36, 36, 72 bread loaf. Let's go to Matthew 6:11 to find out about Isis. What does Matthew say? Give us today our daily bread. Matthew 6:11. Give us this day our daily bread. And what are the pictures showing your Christian picture? A bread loaf and wheat. Here's the bread loaf and wheat. And it's Jesus that's doing this. Give us today our daily bread. Now, Jesus is associated with the bread loaf, giving you the daily bread. Not Auset anymore. Auset was the provider of the goods, the harvesting of the wheat and the bread, and her name that caused all women's name to be feminine at the end is a bread loaf. That's the provision. The most popular provision that's provided along the Nile is wheat that creates the bread. So that's the bread loaf, which was a symbol, which was associated with the female, because Sapti, the feminine star that showed up every year, is what brought the bread. That was the daily bread. That was the provision, the rations. It wasn't Jesus. It wasn't Jesus. It was Isis. It was Auset. And now it goes into Jesus. Now Jesus' two symbols is the wheat of the harvest and the bread loaf. And now Jesus is who you go to get your daily bread. Give us today our daily bread. Jesus, take it away from the female. How did they double compound the psyop of stealing Auset and turning her into your Jesus who gives daily bread? Let me just read the Lord. the word Lord. That's who gives the daily bread is the Lord, right? That's Jesus. I mean Jesus. There was no word Jesus or Yeshua. It was Jesus. He's the one that gives the daily bread. And let me go to Lord. He's the Lord and Savior. Lord, give us the daily bread. What does Lord mean? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's this? What's going on? What's this? Lord means what? What does Lord mean? Maybe I'm reading it wrong. What does Lord mean? Hold on a second. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Lord jumped away. Where's Lord? Where are you, Lord? I'm looking for you, Lord. Let me find my Lord. There's my Lord. There we go. Lord means what? Look up Lord. It means what? What is this? Bread loaf. Lord is bread loaf. The symbol at the end of every female's name because of Auset, because the star brought the harvest that brought the wheat and the bread loaf, the provisions that provided the sustenance like a mother does in the womb, so that's all females to feminize the word, now becomes the bread loaf, the main most popular food in Kemet, coming from Auset, who was the overseer, the eye over the seat, over a star in her tef. She was the overseer from the eye, which is the word ma'at, which means to perceive. Perceive. What does Lord mean again? Bread loaf and no, it couldn't be. It couldn't. No, that can't. No. From the word perceive. Welcome to the Matrix. Now Jesus is the Lord, which is the bread loaf, taken from the concept of the female, Auset, who was the one that provide the daily bread, the bread loaf from the harvesting, who was the overseer, the symbol of Ma'ah, the eye, over Asar, in the transition where she took the seat and the place, and the city was named after her as the one who oversaw the protector, and now Jesus becomes the bread loaf. In some weird reason, the word bread loaf also means to perceive. Huh? What happened? That's the word you use for perception? Hey, Mom, you know what? I really bread loaf this. I was looking around for my watch. I was bread loafing. Really? The word bread loaf comes from the concept of perceive? The same definition of ma'at, the eye? That was Auset's name, the bread loaf? Now Jesus gets both titles? He's the Lord, bread loaf, and Lord, word means to perceive, the eye. I'll get into somewhere else, right? I know. This is every youth. Yeah, we heard this, all we heard this, but we know my teacher taught me. After he told me the Egyptians were black, he went right to this. This was the next lesson. I promise. The Egyptians were black for 7 years, and then he taught me this. There's your Lord, bread loaf, sabti, the provisions, symbolized by the triangle bread loaf, Auset, the T at the end, which makes the female, because she's the provider, the bread loaf, which was the main sustenance of carbohydrates along the Nile Valley, the bread loaf, making something feminine. Let's rip her away, the one who delivers the baby. And now Jesus Christ becomes the deliverer who washes you in the blood, because that's what the placenta did, was wash the blood before the baby is born. So let's give you a male Jesus, because now you can be born again, something that a man could never do, because now your sins are washed away. And now the bread loaf can become Jesus, because he's Lord, and he's also the eye, the perceiver, which was Auset's name over Asar's seat. Let's do it, man. Bread loaf is also the word to perceive, watch out for. To watch out for. Bread loaf is to perceive. Let me shrink this all down, man. Oh, what's going on? It's going crazy. Let's shrink this all down. Bread loaf is to perceive, to watch out for. Why is that, Tahuti? What is that? Because the bread loaf is a symbol of Auset, the provider of the bread loaf, because we know in the original stories when Tahuti was naming Auset, he gave Auset the symbol of the eye because she was the one that was keeping watch. She was the one watching out for, protecting over the king in Urtef, who got the seat Auset, who is seen every year as the Sapti star, because she's the Sapti, which is the provision of breads, of food, bread. So now the Lord becomes Matthew 6:11. Give us this day our daily bread, Lord. What's Lord mean? It means the bread loaf from the overseer, the one who watches out for. Because bread loaves watch out for you. Bread loaves have your back, right? Why in the world would bread loaf be associated with watching out for? Because it came from the story. Let me show you what you have never seen before, which is what this whole class is. Let me show you what you have never seen before. Proof that it was from a female. Bread loaf Auset symbol. They didn't end there, everybody. Tahuti, you're making it up. Bread loaf wasn't taken from the female. It just so happens that Jesus is the bread loaf and he's the perceiver. Oh, wait a minute. What else is Lord mean? Are you ready? Uh-oh. Lady. Loaf. Overseer, the one who watches out for. Because bread loaves watch out for you. Bread loaves have your back, right? Why in the world would bread loaf be associated with watching out for? Because it came from the story. Let me show you what you have never seen before, which is what this whole class is. Let me show you what you have never seen before. Proof that it was from a female. Bread loaf Auset symbol. They didn't end there, everybody. Tahuti, you're making it up. Bread loaf wasn't taken from the female. It just so happens that Jesus is the bread loaf and he's the perceiver. Oh, wait a minute. What else is Lord mean? Are you ready? Uh-oh. Lady. Loaf. Mistress. Huh? What happened to you? Lord from loaf. Loaf is the mistress of the household, the wife of a lord, the mistress, Lord, maker of dough, the woman head, woman in a superior position. The original word Lord was a female. Loaf of bread, maker of the loaf of bread, the provider. The provision, Sapti. Nothing much going on here. It's a regular day. So Lord is a feminine word. Female. The mistress of the Lord. That's literally Auset's name. You know that? Auset's name was the mistress of the Neb. The Neb was Asar. She was called the great mistress of the Neb, the provider of bread. That becomes the Lord, Jesus Christ. Give us this day our daily bread. It was a feminine word. Lord was loaf of bread, which was the female, the mistress, the provider of the bread. It was female. Did your teacher tell you that? Who taught you that? You know this before. You heard of this all before. I know it. I know you knew that Lord was feminine. It meant lady. Did you know Lord meant lady? No? I look forward to what the support is on this. Where are we at? We're at 2 hours. I look forward. Support Cash at TC Moon, PayPal at Rocky SB if you've ever bought a Nathan's hot dog. Here we go, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Woman head, Lord, bread, see loaf, Lord, loaf of bread, the symbol of Sapti, the provider of food stores, the symbol of bread, Lord. Huh? Boom, Loaf is lady. Now, welcome to the Tehuti pod class. Lord is lady now. Welcome to the Tehuti pod class. Auset has influenced the entire world. The word Lord, that you're calling Jesus Christ, I'm Isus, is the word for lady.
I know this clip was long, but it was the most important part. Because in this world, people will identify you as so-called Latina mixed with Black, African American. You will see that those who share your same bloodline worship the characters that was created from your ancestor, Auset. It's imperative to understand how deep your name goes. I wanted to show you that this presentation is more than just your name. This is why I want you to love and have the courage to stand up for your name. Your name is different from those who are around you. Your name does not have the same frequency of those who you call your friends. Your name will spark conversation with those you love and with the people who are just curious. I want you to be an embodiment of the great Auset. Study her, observe her, imbue yourself with her, because she is the goddess of goddesses. So when you hear those who speak about another teaching that is opposite of yours, understand that sometimes their intentions mean well, but they just never had the courage to seek the truth with unbiasedness. Your Mut and I just want to give you a name. Your Mut and I didn't want to just give you a name and just tell you that's your name. Because most people don't know what their name really means. And most people's name have a dead frequency. But your name brings life. Your name has power. May you come forth this conscious light, great Auset Mary. Once again, may you stand firm and strong within the power of your name. I love you, Hotep Mary.
My lovely Auset Mary, what an adventure it has been to nurture and get to know you inside of me these past few months. You're not even here yet, but yet you know what you like, what you don't like, what you want, and what you don't want. The way you communicate to me, through me, is such an amazing and incredible feeling and experience. Auset, you are a powerful and magical being, because I've experienced you heal me in so many ways that it's mind-blowing to see how strong you are and your capability to heal me within. I love feeling your taps, as I like to call them, early in the rising because you're hungry and it's time to get up. I love feeling you move and your taps inside of me throughout the day and night. You are a beautiful creation that your Atef and I are beyond grateful to have received and to have. We are beyond excited to finally see and meet you. Tua for choosing us as your Atef and Mut. Tua for showing me that I need to slow down. Tua for allowing me to experience this pregnancy with you. Tua for being you, my lovely Auset. Tua for sending us messages, affirmations, and information through the beautiful Nani Auset Mer. I'm beyond excited to see who you will become and to finally be able to kiss and hug you. Your sister Olivia is beyond excited to see you and hold you. She felt your tap not too long ago, and she was amazed by that. She's always asking me if you have left a message for her. Your brother X, well, he's coming around now that he sees my belly growing more and more, and he's beginning to ask how you are doing, and if I'm tired because you're growing inside of me, and if you get half of the food I eat. You're going to love them, and you'll see how much they love you when you are finally here. I know you are ready for your grand entrance, and it's going to be a beautiful experience for you and I. I promise to be there for you always, protect you, and to always love you, teach you, and guide you to be in Ma'at. I love you, my lovely Auset Mary.
Hotep, can you hear me?
Peace, peace.
Peace, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hotep, Primordial thought that was fire, bro. I love it. That was a ceremony, man. Oh man, I don't even. That was absolutely phenomenal, brother. I have to show that to my daughters, bro. I appreciate you so much for the example that you're setting for your child that isn't even here yet. What you're showing and sharing with the world, and the environment that she's going to be coming into is definitely an example to for me as a father, as an ATEF as well. So I appreciate that. I appreciate these types of classes and the how personal it is, you know, but yet it resonates with me, and I'm pretty sure it resonates with a lot of fathers out there and a lot of daughters. I have a 24-year-old son who you guys will get to meet when I come down there, because I'm actually coming with all of my children, and it was an experience raising him, because he's always lived with me, and a lot of that time it was just me and him. You know, it was I'm grateful for that. But when I had my daughters, bro, it was a totally different experience. And I really, really, really appreciate these kind of teachings. And I wish that I would have had stuff like this to show my children, to show my daughters sooner. I'm grateful that I have it now. I'm grateful for you to be standing alongside you and growing and learning with you. But this is great work, bro. Even your creativity and the visuals, and I love how you incorporate. I love how you incorporated Saba into the classes. That was one of the things that I was trying to do early on when I was doing, before I started like just the readings, and I was I was learning the program, but my thought process was trying to create what I was learning with Saba into some of my presentations in a way that I was echoing his voice. I'm not very good at it yet. I'm definitely not as good as Ani is at that. But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate teachings like this, and I hope everyone supports. And I hope that everyone, all the fathers out there and future fathers, could look to this and use it as an example, because that Ren is so powerful. And I'm glad that you was able to connect with that and share that with us, brother. Thank you for sharing that with us, because I know that's going to be very, very, very personal to your Sat when she's born. So Hotep Marie for that, and Hinu to you, great brother, and Hinu to your mate, the great Gabriella, and Hinu to the rest of your family, to your other children. They should be honored to have you as an Atef, good brother. So I'm gonna end it with that, good brother. Hotep and Hinu to you. I don't have my trophies. Where my trophies at? I gotta give you your awards. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can y'all see that? I gotta hold it up. Yeah, I gotta give you that. And then I gotta reach back here and give you one of these. Right there, you see it's real close. I gotta give you one of them, you know. And then for sure, you know, I gotta give you one of these too. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, you can't really see, it's kind of blurry. So you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna hit you with this. Can you see it? Y'all can see? Kind of small. There you go. There she go. Y'all can see that? Hit you with one of them, great brother. Hotep and Hinu to that. That was a great presentation. Continue to inspire me. As I was watching it, I was definitely getting inspired because you know, I'm working on my presentations, and they tend to be kind of similar. I guess that's what people are saying. I'm trying to create movies too, and just be creative with the programs and the tools that we have to use them, you know, to benefit us and benefit the netter and keep the netter frequency alive. So Hotep and Hinu to you, great brother. Peace.
Hey, peace. To that great brother. I appreciate your never words as always. Yeah, it was much more on a personal level. To be transparent, I wanted to add something more of the readings to it, but what I was using, I couldn't find. I just haven't figured it out yet. So I had to like pivot, right? But I know there was large sections of Saba in there, but like I always say, that's how much Saba has influenced my life, to where without him, I don't know how far in this I will honestly be. So each segment means a lot, but like I said, this was more, you know, cut for our Sat, who is would be joining us very soon, and it just allowed me to you know, I know where I want to go, I know what I want to do, I know how I want to implement things now, and but this one I had to work on a pivot. So you know, like they say, everything must go on, the show must go on, everything must, you know, continue, so no excuses, right? So I'll figure out the things and the tools that I need to utilize in order to make certain things more crisp, more better. But too, I appreciate that. I just want to be able to show my loved ones that, you know, this is where I once started, and now look where I'm at. So this is repetition. We practicing, we creating, we're allowing the Ka to express. So Hotep Hinu, and I appreciate you, great brother.
Hotep, yeah, brother, don't give up, because these programs and learning how to express your creativity, that's gonna be never ending, bro. I'm always, don't let that hinder you. Do not let that be a hindrance to you. And there's always something better and different, and so many different. I remember when we first started and we were using Canva. Minku, I don't even think Minku uses Canva now. Minku, you don't use Canva, right? Yeah, he was using something else. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh, I like that. Huh? Go ahead, bro. I was like, I like that.
I use VisMe.
See, yeah, I was like, well, I need to learn how to use that because some of the things he was used, the way it was showing for him, I was like, man, that looks easier, but easier is not always better. So as far as the programs go, brother, it's so many different ones, and I'm at that stage right now too where I'm just trying to figure out the different which ones I want to use to create a flow. And you remember I told you one of my presentations I stopped and switched to a whole nother program like 30 minutes before we was gonna go on, and it came out all right. I went back afterwards and corrected it, but just keep going, brother. Just like the great brother Ani said, just keep it moving, just keep on moving. So we headed in the right direction. So Hotep and new to you, great brother.
Yes. Hotep Henu, Primordial, tour for that powerful presentation. I love how you opened up with the Medu. That definitely I shouldn't say set the tone. I should say, hey, Rue the tone. That was powerful. Tool for these lessons on how to be, a husband and a father in Ma'at, and showing how, you as a student of Saba, how it's guiding your life. I always love how you incorporate Saba in your visuals, because it's so key. I'm realizing that the strength of a culture is its spiritual schools and its spiritual teachers. That's the strengths of, because if we look at Tamari, that was so much of the strength of the culture. So when we think about these tribes and these communities, the school is such an important piece. And so the teachers are such an important piece. The priests, the scribes are the center, is like the foundation of these communities. And so I love how you shared the legend of the death of Horus. Of course, I'm on my Horus kick right now. So of course I'm gonna love that. It's biased. But how he showed how the weaving, connecting, healing is so important. And, as you and Gabriella are incubating Auset and, making sure Auset has everything that she needs right now. And I love how you're always thinking ahead. Like you're already preparing this inheritance for Auset. That is Ma'at. Like that's so perfect. And, I'll just speak for myself too, and not having good examples of what it means to be a husband and a father and a brother and a leader in the household. That is definitely has affected our communities for so long, with all the psychological warfare and all of the different atrocities that we face. It's strategic to attack the men so they can't be in formation in the household, and that has definitely affected us still to the day. To this day. To this day. To this day. To this day. So I believe in homeschooling, and that is what you're doing right now. You are the leader of your tribe, of your community, of your family. You are in formation, and that is priceless. Like, to be able to really talk to our children is, you can't put a price on that. That is ma'at. That is to have that foundation, that strength, that pillar, that aku, that temple is like everything. So tool for that. Ma'at is so vast, and it's perfect for bringing the household together. The inheritance that we have in Ma'at, we have to pass that on to the next generations. It has to be the center of our household, and you are giving us time and time again these examples, and we need these lessons. So Tua for giving us these lessons, and the meaning of the Ren, the frequency, the sound vibration. The Ren is a divine name. It's a sacred name. The Shin is for eternity. Our names are everything. So you already putting this together for your daughter is super precious. So and of course Saba teaching us Lord, the meaning of Lord was the woman. It was the bread. And so that's so powerful to have clarity on these sound vibrations and frequencies is Hekau, and it gives us strength, it gives us clarity, it gives us a path, so we know what we're dealing with. So it's always beautiful when you bring in the master teacher, and then how you ended it, the feature. You got the feature from the top MC in the game. So you teaching on Auset, so you brought Gabriella in. That is so fire. You not playing fair, but we can't play fair. We going to war. We can't play fair. So you got that feature from the mud of Auset. That was fire. Platinum plaques to y'all. Hinu Hotep Tua for that, for teaching us how to be family, because we don't have too many examples of how to be family in Ma'at. And that's why Saba is our Saba, because he represents the Netaru, and he's teaching us how to do everything the right way in Ma'at. So Hinu Hotep for being a great student and following our master teacher Saba Tehuti and taking care of home first. That's so important. So Hinu Hotep, great brother Tua for that.
Peace. Appreciate you, great brother, man. Cool. Most definitely, man. Thank you for Tua for just expressing your Eve. And yes, man, a Ren is definitely imperative. It's so important. I wanted to make sure that she has something like this forever. Nobody's promised, every day, right? So it's good to just, as you live your life, just like our Pau did, you know what I mean? They was already prepping things before they transition. So they was already getting their scribes to write for them, already doing their sebaids. They were already, as they were living in the moment, they were recording these things. So I never want any of my children to be like, well, what does my name mean? Or let's just say if Saba's classes just disappear, let's just say, God forbid anything happen, she will always have this in the archive. She will always have this on YouTube. She will always just have in detail what her Ren means. And I didn't want it to be just because I'm just trying to be, trendy. I wanted to give her something that that has in detail, and who better else to do it than the great Saba TEHUTI'S Ra. So it was just it was an honor to do this. Like I said, it'll just continue to get better and better. So I appreciate you, good brother. Appreciate those never words. We're gonna keep working at it, and we're gonna just keep moving forward. And it was good for Gabriella to come in. I was asking her, like, just, hey, she wrote that too. So I always tell her, hey, talk from that Eve. If you got something to say to her, then you express that from the Eve. I did no coaching. I just gave her the mic and stepped out the room, and she dropped her bars. So so it was just one of those joints to where it's not about just me presenting anything that has anything to do in regards of our then she's always going to be involved in that, because she is the wealth, she is the bread loaf, she is the sustainer. So you gotta give your dua. You know what I mean? That's why before I even addressed the message to Auset Marie, we giving adorations to her mut first, number one. You know what I mean? There is no conversation without giving adoration to the Het Heru. And so I want her to understand that chain of command, that order, that before we address you, before we give you honor and praise, you wouldn't exist without your mut. So I just try to lead by my aunt that example and show that love and show that respect. So appreciate you, great brother Hotep.
I just wanted to add to it for that great brother too. Like, I'm gonna think about this a little bit more, but it seems like, you putting together these heirlooms, it's really beautiful, right? And the followers of Ma'at and the scribes, they knew the importance of writing a will, right? Because they were so focused on immortality, and you already thinking ahead. You leading with your left is powerful, and we all have to. We don't like to think about it, but we have to think about it, right? Because if the followers of Ma'at and the scribes were not as unselfish as they were to leave these inheritance from us, we wouldn't have any guidance on what we're supposed to be doing, and we wouldn't know how much they loved us. It can't be denied, right? Because so many people, in their relationships with their parents, and when their parents pass, some of them may have an emptiness inside of them, not knowing how their parents really felt about them. But I love what you're doing and what the followers of Ma'at did. There's no question, I was thinking about you. I left all this for you to inherit, so you wouldn't have to be alone. You wouldn't have to be empty-handed. I did this for you. This is for you, regardless if I'm here or not. So, Hinu Hotep.
Yes, appreciate you, great brother. That is definitely true. Another reason why I want to make sure, I forgot to say this in the beginning of the presentation, but another addition or reason why I started off giving adorations to Gabriella was because this is I started the presentation off with that because it's just to give Dua just major praise and adorations to all the women that can do something naturally that a man can't do naturally, and to be able to put your body through so much, through all the ups and downs in the process of building, creating, forming a being, a living being. That takes severe, much great effort consistently, and to just go through that day in and day out without giving up. So shouts out to all the women out there that's giving birth, and especially the ones who's trying to do it right in my eyes. So I just want to throw that in there.
Hotep Hinu. Hotep, can I be heard clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Hotep Hinu, Makaru, to the great Primordial Thought 9. Want to give you great dua for many different things, and to firstly, in which the great brother Minko Ra pointed out was creating something to be the actual purpose of creating something for it to be received in the future. That thought process is, we need much more of that, much more examples of that, and the preparation to be able to have the heka'u that you're doing for everyone to see. And it's a beautiful thing, because from the very beginning and through the process of the heka'u really works, and you're documenting that's like the starting point right there. That's where it starts, and for that to be the foundation of all of what's coming from that. That's the foundation, right? That's such a powerful thing to have. It's like, yeah, well, your origin? Yeah, my origin was the heka'u works. And being a manifestation of that, and how you are laying out the guidance from the root, and giving the great Sat Auset a pathway of what has been lost in today's time on this planet, and that's the what she will know much more in depth, but what people today know as magic. And you telling her the way things are today and how you started it out, with showing the illusion of fun that this matrix has created, and allowing that to be the first thing to be aware of, so it doesn't become a distraction, and so that it isn't something that's a surprise. Like, and I love that you called it weird, because for us, for her, it's for what it is for us. That's the only word we can use. For her, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something comparable to very low conscious beings, and so you're giving her a route by first introducing her into the isfet that exists, which is very important. So Tua for that, and I want to give you much dua and hinu for allowing us to participate in watching the ultrasound and being able to see her through the sound vibrational tone that was brought forth from the sound vibrational tone of the Heka, and being able to see that vibration manifestation in real time through the ultrasound, and us hearing the drum that's beating. So that was very powerful. Great brother Tua for sharing that with us and with the world. As soon as the movie cut on, I'm like, oh, let me get my tissue, because this is gonna be one of those. So and I love it, great brother. So Tua for that, and taking her down through the importance of the position that she has in carrying a rin such as Auset. And I love what you put in there with the Great Saba about the importance of knowing that the love story, the support, this is what created what people know as love today, which is Auset's name, Mer and Marie, and how that is what was used to begin to tell the story of immortality outside of the body. That ring carries a frequency and a power and a sakim when understood and embraced. It's so very nefer. So I love that you put that part in there. As well as the section about the shakers and the hustling and the speed of getting things done to resurrect her netter, because that's what has to take place. And putting the sound effects in the background of that throughout it was, I love that. In the ritual recording of the Purim Haru that I showed everyone in the part of the morning when the shakers come in, that's what that is to represent. So I love that you echoed that. Because that connects us back into the source of music and how we know it as today through the different medu that was used to describe musical instruments. So this is very powerful, and how that created the Iesus, everyone's savior today, Jesus, and coming from the Greek Isis, from Ast. Very powerful. And then, yes, concluding it with the great Gabriella coming forth as, and it's why here on this image there's a image of Heheru right there, which is Auset in her impregnated state. And so as Gabriella is Heheru, producing and cultivating through the Medu with you, only an Auset can give birth to or create an Auset. And so I love how you closed that with making sure that that is well known and understood, because that is absolutely 1000% ma'at. And it makes me so happy for you and for Gabriella to be so receiving of ma'at and transform and kepara the priority of what you are doing together to bring forth a sat, as in a set. So that is so very powerful. Hinu to the great Gabriella for all that you are doing, being within Ma'at, and I love how you concluded within your very Nefer Medu, your very Nefer Seshu, your writings that you brought forward, and how you concluded with living in Ma'at. That was so Nefer. So Tua for that, great brother, for bringing that forward and creating that space for the Ebe to speak as you do so Nefer. So much Marie, Hotep, Henu, Makaru, Aku, Ankh, Jed, Usir, to you, great brother, all the tones of power and prosperity and life and immortality to you and your Aut. And yes, to our great brother for just allowing us to participate in witnessing your Aku. Hotep, great brother.
Hotep. Ani, definitely, brother. Wonderful, great Nefer words. When I got the idea, I wanted to start it off with the ultrasound because bam, I knew, because that was just the intro of, I want everybody to understand, I want to share a piece of me and Gabriella with y'all. So that was actually her live ultrasound. So that wasn't just a visual that I just got. We're just faking it, right? Like, no, that was really her. That was really her. And when I got the idea to put the heartbeat and you know, bind it with the music playing in the background, I was like, yo, Ani's gonna probably be the only person that catches this. Watch, he's gonna be the only person that catches me adding things to the beat, to the sound frequency. So when you mentioned definitely the tambourine, I was like, yeah, after Saba broke that down, I was like, yeah, from here on out, y'all just gonna hear the heartbeat with the tambourine playing in the back as well. So I just knew, like, okay, so when you did that, when you did your last presentations, and I was like, yo, I see how you're layering audio, and you can make three people sound like they're in the same room, but I just love them, you know, just mastering that. So that sparked that idea. So appreciate you, great brother. But the beat of her Ebe, I wanted that to really reach the subconscious mind, because that is her first words. That is her life. That is her sound frequency. And so I just wanted to share a piece of Auset Marie with you all. And so if anybody didn't catch that, you always hear a heartbeat throughout the whole presentation. So Tua to you, great brother Ani. I appreciate it, great brother. Y'all definitely motivate and inspire me, especially you, Ani, for how dedicated you are to our Pa'u and living in Ma'at. So I just want to always make sure that if I share a piece of y'all with me, whatever I see, whatever I do, it's literally from the Eve, and I will always, you always get a piece of me. There's always some form of vulnerability within me, and I just always want to make sure that that people who watch at least everything that I do, that you will, that you'll feel it. You'll feel what I present and how much it means to me. So I just appreciate the platform. Appreciate you, Ani, for just building all of this, to allow us brothers to be able to do our part for the House of ATEN, but to also show creativity from ourselves and what we're into. That's everything. And without you structuring all of this, none of that would be possible, great brother. So I appreciate you, great brother, Tua, for those Nefer words. And you know, Hekau really works.
Yes. Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. You're the example, and how and why, when we look at the followers of Ma'at, the Shimsu Ma'at, when you look at them, when you look at how the worship of each other through the worship of the Natiru created religion around the world. It's such a powerful rec, knowing that what you are doing is what gave birth to religion. So that right there is so very powerful, and what allows the Natiru to again be born, as we have to be the proper vibration, which is why the Ren is so important, to be able to allow that consciousness to exist again on the planet. So I'm just so very proud of you, great brother, and your Aut and what's being built, and to be a part of it. This is such a powerful thing. So yes, I posted the link. If anyone would like to come up and let the great brother hear your thoughts about what he just gave to us and to the world, so please hit that link and come up and let us hear your tones. I see the great Anu has posted the support link, and it's also pinned to the top. support this, because what's done happened, and here at the House of ATEN is something that cannot be planned. It cannot be. It only can happen in an organic, natural way. And watching the cultivation of each Ba here, and the great Karu who come forward with their creations as creators, and allowing the Eve to be experienced through each of our Ka. This is far more than just a when you go to these other channels, it's a YouTube show. It's a light little class. You'll get some arguing, and but the foundation of what's being built here is creating something. It's creating something that is far more than anything that will be available to see and receive in a public forum, from the grassroots into this tree that's branching off into many different things. So support this, and which is why we give the tone Mer and Meri to the supporters, because that Heka'u and Sikkim that's attached to that as pillars that hold the pur up. And so Tua to everyone who does support this and recognizes that this isn't just classes, these aren't just things being brought forward to just show what you know. Like, it's far more than that. And I'm so very proud of that. So Tua Hinu, great brother for this. And yeah, if you already know, when it comes to learning the tools to bring forth those creations, you can message me anytime, great brother, and we'll always bring that forward, work together and cultivate that, because I have some access to some things and to some knowledge of how to begin to do some things. And that's why I've learned what I've learned, is to be around creative Bas who want to create and bring this forward. So this is just the very intro and beginning of the primordial visions. I'm waiting, soon as the Ren, right? Primordial vision by and here's the Ren, a primordial vision, right? It's gonna sound and roll better, right? And primordial thought 9, a primordial vision. Once we have that Ren there, and again, the timing is everything, and all of the training and shooting in the gym that you're doing to learn how to bring forward a thought to allow someone else to experience that heka as a collective is something. Again, no one, we're gonna be the example of that for and what it looks like outside of just self, as a group, as a collective, to really build something and exponentially grow in every way. And people are gonna watch the transformation and the unplugging of the matrix, and what that looks like, with dedication and consistency, and brotherhood and sisterhood, loyalty and Marie. So Yeah, Tua Hinu, great brother. Yeah, this was very Nefer. I see you, Hush Nation. Hotep, great brother. Let me add you to the stream. Yes, Hotep Hinu, Primordial Thought 9.
Appreciate you, great brother. While you add Hush Nation on to the panel, to you. Yes, definitely. Working certain programs and doing things. I know you are very, very busy netter. So, there's always a piece of me that's like, all right, well, okay, cool. I'll get on the next one. I'll hit them up next time. So I just wanted you to always know, I don't have any problems reaching out and making sure, if I can get a bit of assistance in certain things. But yeah, so I just kind of like I said, made my pivot and just kind of like, okay, well, let me see what I can do with this. So, but definitely, yes, since you definitely put that offering, I know that offering's always there, but it's good to have that reassurance. So to you, great brother, I'll definitely do so. And we'll definitely figure some things out. So I appreciate you, good brother. Hotep Hinu.
Yes. Any great brother? All right, let's see if okay, there we go. All right, mic check. Hush Nation, can you hear me, great brother?
Yeah, bro, loud and clear. You hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Tua. Hotep. All right, what did you think of the Great Primordial Vision experience?
Why? I think a lot about it, Primordial is a brother who was moving away that make you want to be like him, you know what I mean? Because I always checking like, I don't want to be like nobody. I checking like, I ain't never see no man that want to be like check. But then when I see how I man operate and I checking like, but watch this. And then when I see this presentation, he here making for his future operating just like how the netters was leaving things for us, and he echoing it by it's super never by. I appreciate you letting me be part of everything you doing, you know what I mean? Coming up on the panel, supporting, feeding me with the knowledge. But yeah, I like it, man. I myself been into a lot of asset energy, and then I getting it left, right, and center, and then Primordial feeding me it in so much ways, because I'd see the picture from the highlight from Saba presentation, I see it, but I didn't click on it. So I still end up getting the gems from Okadeo, and Primordial is take certain things and he just line them up with exactly what he's saying, so you get certain pointers for the presentation, like, just like how the ladies could relate to it, I could relate to it 1000. A netter don't operate without a netter. A netter don't operate without a netter. But I appreciate it. Big salute, big respect. To our Primordial, all the best Nothing less, prosperity, more health, more wealth to you, your family, Gabriella, Auset, the other young Neta minions. Yeah, big salute, enough respect.
To appreciate you, great brother Hus Nation. To you, great brother Fix. A most definitely great brother. Tua for that. Tua for pointing out that yeah, that is part of the reason why I on top of getting Saba his adorations, because these are the teachings that he's helping me in my life. That is another part of the reason that I put some of his sections in his class in, because some people don't have the time to go listen, or they forget about that class because Saba's so consistent and he's dropping stuff every Saturday. You know what I mean? If you fall behind, you find yourself not even checking out those classes, right? So it's definitely an opportunity to see certain gems within classes that one may have missed. And it's not to say that that's wrong. It's just cool. I'm happy that that my presentations can be a form of help that way. And that's why I give the reference before the video starts, so a person will know where to go if whatever I did present that was from Saba's class, they go and say, you know what, let me go look at that class. Or let's just say one was present in the class, but you know they're maneuvering through the house, they're busy, they're, you know what I mean, they're still trying to listen, and they didn't really get to pay attention to certain gems, certain things that Saba was putting down. And hopefully that just kind of sparks that fire up again. So Tua, to your Nefer words, great brother. I appreciate you. Great Fix. And definitely, brother, can't wait to chop it up with you at the Pathways for sure. And I just appreciate your wonderful, wonderful Ebe, and Tua for your consistency as well, great brother Hotep Mary.
Hotep Marie, bro. It's all hush because when I go back to the video from Saba, I can be warm up now. You see, because I done already getting all the Auset vibes. So now when I go to the video now, I done going to feel so in tune. So it going to hit different. It going to hit better because I'm going to be done, warm and ready to go. So big salute to her for that presentation, my brother.
Yes, peace and love, great brother, Hush Nation. Yes, Tua. Are you able to hear me now? Right now, Hush Nation? You can hear me now? Okay, good. But yes. Yeah, Tua to you, great brother.
With us?
Oh. Say that again, Minku.
Is Napu with us?
He's going in and out.
Okay.
But yes, Tua, I wonder if Primordial Thought 9, are you able to?
No poo.
I don't think
Big
they
up
can
yourself,
hear me.
my brother. Big salute to Hotep Marie.
Mic check. Okay, hold on. One moment. I know what it is. Okay, excellent. All right. Yes, peace and love. Nook poo. Are you there, great brother? Yeah, he's going in and out. Says he has a bad connection. But yes, Tua for your words, great brother Hush Nation, and appreciating. Turn one thing off here. Okay, there we go. Yes, appreciating all that is taking place here and joining right on in, great brother, and participating in what we have coming forward. I'm definitely excited to see what you will be doing at the talent show and to hear some of your creative expression. And seeing how Ma'at is helping to cultivate that creativity within you, great brother. So yeah, Tua for your support coming forward from the bringing the tone Saba Island into the consciousness of the people. So yeah, much love to you, great brother. Yeah, and I think Nukpu is just going in and out. So hopefully we can get him in. So right now I will share the support from the great Maru. Those who support this, much love to you. Those who are watching on the playback, yeah, you see what's taking place here. So the Ma'at reciprocity is just pure heka. So Tua to everyone who participates in the Heka'u. Okay, now let me share my screen. There we go. All right, and is it Tef here? Is it Tef in here?
Yeah, I'm here, brother. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I see you now. Turn your echo cancellation off. All right. So yes, Tua Hinu. And yes, we'll start with the support that we received in before the class. Again, Tua Hinu, the links are posted for those who are. Yes, for those who are watching, it is your support that allows this to exist. So Hotep Hinu to Jinx, who is Superhero 84, was previously Superhero 34, right here, and he sends in $5 with no message, just support. So Tua to you, great brother, for your support there. And next we have the great Nukpu 333 for Hotep Karu Per Aten Shimsu Natiru Ma Karu Mary Ma'at. Hinu to you, great brother, for the great Medu. Appreciate you. And here are two more of his supports. We have 111 for Hotep School is important. Come to Ani classes, Ma'at. Yes, to our great brother. For those who may not know, I give a Ma'at
class every Friday. And I go and I teach on the Seba'it, the instruction literature, through the Medu itself. We practice learning the Medu. I just introduce an exercise for us to do where we go in and as a live class, do a transliteration and translation of the Medu Netter of a sentence within the Seba'it we are in, which is Amen and Mope. And I teach on the ancient scribes as a scribe, and I bring forth teachings that you will not receive anywhere outside of the house of Aten on the Seba'it, the most important literature that we have to guide our walk here. So to our great brother Nukpu for that, and that's open for all the Karu. If you're a Karu member, you should definitely be in the class, or if you are not able to be there live, message me to get the recording. Everyone should have every Scribble session Ma'at fundamental class. So just message me to get these classes. You do not want to not have them. So 2 for that. And here is a 333 for Hotep Natiru Prime 9, Gabriella and Nefer Auset, Mary Ma'at. Yes, to our great brother Nukpu for all your support and great Medu. Next, we have the great brother Auset, formerly known as he is getting his Ren. And well, this is one part of it that he said he received from Saba in an Upesh within the dream realm. The great Auset, who sends in 2072 for Hotep Dua PT9 for Or Nefer Seba'it Henu. Yes, much love to you, great brother. Tua for all that you do, supporting everything that we bring forward in the House of Aten, being in every Ma'at fundamental class, supporting every Ma'at fundamental class, supporting everything that we do. So you definitely are here to learn as much as possible and to have everything that is available within the Per Aten. So Tua to you, great brother, for your great support. All right, next we have Robert E. Williams, who sends in 2072 for the power of Auset. Tua, I'll rewind. Yes, this is this is very Nefer. So Tua, Robert Williams, for your consistency as well. This is another great consistent brother. Hotep to you and for supporting these classes and appreciating Ma'at as you do. So Dua, much love to you. And we have the great Tuo, Anu and Antu, the Cool Cats, 177, who sends in $10 for Hotep Henu Tua PT9 for this Heka'u for your Sat and Al Ka'u with a Kim Ebe. Yes, Hotep Henu to the great Anu and Antu for all that you are doing, the supporting the classes here on Sundays, and all that you are doing to help to expand the House of Aten. You two are a great representation of what a lot of these classes, in every class in some way, are about. So Tua for that, and for supporting us, letting the great brother Primordial Thought 9 your appreciation. So Tua Hinu. And we have the lovely Angela Gates, who sends in $15 with no message. So support Tua, Angela Gates. Appreciate you greatly and your consistency, great sister. And looking forward to
speaking with you and seeing you at the Pathways to Awakening this year, and the young ones that are coming with you as well. This is definitely going to be an event with the youth in the building. So that's a beautiful thing. So Tua, for your support, your consistency, and being a representation of being built into carrying these teachings in a bodily structure that we know as Netert. So Tua, for working internally and allowing yourself to grow into that frequency of a Ren that the great brother just gave a beautiful example through his primordial vision. So Dua Hotep to you, the great Angela Gates. And we went through Nook Poo, and hopefully he's back in here so we can hear from him. And lastly, we have from the great brother Fix, Hush Nation. We're not going to say the borrowed, it's just a borrowed name. So 666 for Tua Primordial 9 for all these echoes and guidance. Enough respect to you, bro. Sakim. Yes, Hinu to you, to the great Fix. The great Maru, the supporters of the House of Aten. Let's give them a round of applause.
Don't play with pseudos. Forget that we the real champions around here.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes, we did, to our great brother.
Okay.
Trying to get my camera back on here. I see. There we go. Yes, to our great brother for those sounds. Hinu to the great Maru, the House of Aten. So much love and appreciating what this is. And I think that we have Gabriella on the panel with us. Hotep, great sister, are you there?
Hotep, can I be heard?
Oh yes, we can hear you. Hotep.
Hotep and Mary too. I just wanted to just jump on here and say Tua and Henu to all of you for your Nefer words, for being a part of this journey, this experience that we are so grateful for, and Tua for all the support that is just given in every way, and Tua to my Nefer Netter Primordial. Words can never be enough to tell you how much I care for you and how much I love you. And I'm looking forward to just continuing to grow and build with you. To all of you, like I said, guys are all so amazing, so supportive, and you all have wonderful eebs that express Nefer words Nefer energy. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yes, Nini Uk to you. Tua to you. Tua for coming on the panel and letting everyone hear your cur, which is always great, and for um, making sure that your tones are heard within this story that you're writing, which is a very important part. Being a leading example um, of what you're doing. So, absolutely, absolutely. Tua Hinu to you. Yes, if anyone else would, you there, great brother Tef, if you want to speak.
Hotep, yeah, I want to say Tua and Nini up to you, great sister. Now for words, you know, we're a family, so you have all the support. And I definitely look forward to meeting the great Auset in the flesh. Hotep and new to you.
Yes. Hotep Hinu to you. That was a very pleasant surprise to, hear your tones and to witness you both unified and being followers of Ma'at and this presentation, and just being a wonderful example of family for all of those who need that lesson. So Hinu Hotep to you, sending you peace, power, protection, and prosperity to Auset and to your whole family. We appreciate you.
Yes, Hotep. All right, I appreciate. We definitely appreciate everyone in coming and participating in these Sunday.
Hey, I have a question.
Cool expressions. Yes, go ahead, great brother.
Atef, when you say you're looking forward to seeing Gabriella Auset, you mean October the 20th?
Say that again, great brother.
Just now when Atef say he's looking forward to meeting the baby Auset, you mean October 20th?
I don't.
Flesh.
Nah, she won't. Nah, she not gonna be here until the end of the year. So y'all definitely will get to see her when she get here. When everybody feels kind of comfortable, then we'll definitely give you a few pictures to show you something. But no, she won't be here by October.
She'll be in the building though.
Yeah, she'll be in the building.
I thought I had missed out on something somewhere. Okay, good looking out. Good looking out. To Gabriella, prosperity, big love, Hotep Maurice's.
Yes, wonderful. All right, so yes, we'll begin to close out this very powerful. See, as we continue to grow and allow this to branch off, we have to create new words for what's taking place, because that's why I utilize Aku for what's taking place. So yes, we'll come to a conclusion of this very beautiful chapter, verse within the chapter that the great Primordial is creating within the book that's being written. And so we'll allow everyone to give closing words, and we'll start with you, great Hush Nation. Give us some great closing words.
Hotep Marie to the family. prosperity, wealth to everybody, more health, more strength. Appreciate being here on board with you. Another trip, another journey, another sail. You know, we steady on the sectet mission. Ever great is Ma'at and at the ready. Hotep, Henu, Sabo, Tehuti, Amun, Hotep Ra, Hotep Marie, the whole HOA family. Big love, big respect, big salute, big hush. You know, through the roof. Aku, Makeru.
Cool, Makaru, great brother, Tua for your Nefermedu and your great words. Menku Ara, Hotep Henu, you there, great brother?
Hotep Henu, I am here. Peace and love, everyone. Tua for being here with us. Supreme adoration to the Neteru, to our ancestors, to our master teacher Saba Tehuti and his Neters. Peace and love to all the brothers on the panel. Peace and love to everyone in the chat. Henu Hotep, Tua, Primordial, and Gabriella for this very Nefer family reunion and this lesson and instruction on how to prepare for bringing forth Auset and our future daughters, our future kids. Tua for teaching us how to do family the right way in Ma'at. Peace and love for echoing the ancestors, as it's very important as we prepare our wills, our inheritance, and expressing our love for each other and our family. The ones that are here and have gone, and the ones who are not here and who will be coming to visit us soon. So peace and love once again, Primordial, for all the work that you put into your presentation, your share, your exploration, your lesson. And I will end with the adoration to Tehuti. Come to me, Tehuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. Hotep Henu.
Hotep Henu. Yes, peace and love to everyone here. Tua for your attention. Without your attention, this does not exist. Tua for the support and the mer, so we can continue to build and construct the foundation for the youth by leading an example. And everyone is a part of that. Everyone is a part of that. So dua for each of you who support this and assist in the growth of this. Dua to the great Primordial Thought 9 for bringing forth the power of Auset. This was more than a movie. This was more than a class. So Tua for all of that, and the great Gabriella for doing all that you're doing to bring forth the literal inspiration for this, and for also being a part of it within the actual receivable section of what's being created. So Tua for that. Much Marie to both of you and the young ones. And with that, I'll close with the Medu. Sakim M. Arit Murder Ka'a Simu Hatuna Tiru Pert Int Hetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in offering
Hotep Henu.
Hotep, peace and love. Tua, once again, for everybody in their Nefer words, I appreciate all you great brothers. Appreciate my wonderful, wonderful Makit, wonderful Gabriella. I appreciate you. Tua, for just showing your love and doing all that you do and being the head Heru of our great Nefer Auset Marie. I appreciate you, great Mut. To you great brothers, I appreciate all of your love, all of your Nefer energy. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate all the support, everybody who showed that love. Peace and love to my great Saba Tehuti Abu Hotep Ra and his loved ones as well. Continue to just support, continue to grow with the House of ATEN. May you utilize your gifts, and may y'all come forth and do what is pleasing to your Ka. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at. And may you all rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rides and shine forevermore on Ma'at. Hotep Mary.
Gabriella, are you there to give us some great closing words?
I am. Tua.
Hotep.
Again, just to everybody for the support and the Mary that is being given to not just Primordial, but to myself, to Auset, and to our other children. I'm excited to be at the pathways and for everyone to just come together and connect. And again, to everyone's Nefer words and Nefer support. Auset can definitely feel the love energy from everyone. I'm excited for her to finally come soon. So just to all of you, I really appreciate and I'm grateful for all of you. And I hope everyone has a Nefer Upesh. Hotep Mary.
Hotep Marie. All right, great brother Tefrem Kim Ma'at. Close us out, great brother.
Hotep, peace and love. This was great. This was a movie, another Nefer ceremony, as the great brother Menku Ra always says. Definitely looking forward to spending time with the family coming up. Definitely looking forward to giving adoration to our great Saba, and definitely looking forward to continuing to build as we do brick by brick. I did see, I tuned into one of those other channels. It was on accident, but it was absolute foolishness. I don't know what I was listening to. I couldn't even stomach it very long. So yeah, I hope you guys appreciate what you're getting here at the House of ATEN, because there's definitely no other environment like ours, and there's definitely no other guidance and wisdom like from our great Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. So I would definitely like to end this by giving him adoration, Henu to him, and Henu to everyone on the panel, Henu to our great scribe technician Ani, Tua for that background remover, Tua for all that you do on the technical side and all that you do to keep the wheels moving, the ball rolling. Henu to you, great brother Hush Nation, for coming on the panel and supporting. Henu to all the supporters that support financially to us, Hindu to you. Great Minku Ra Mary Ma'at, my brother, for organizing this great ceremony that we're going to all be participating in, taking part in. And Hindu to you, Primordial Thought, and the wonderful Gabriella. Definitely looking forward to spending time with you guys as well, the family. So, you know, House of ATEN, come join us. Back to the source with the original Axemen. And with that, we will end as we began with our beautiful affirmation. From today's teachings, verily Auset weaveth, and Neptus spinneth against the poison. This woven garment strengtheneth this being Horus, Heru, who is perfect in Heka, words of power, through the speech of Ra Harakuti, the great Neter, president of the South and North. O evil poison which is in any member of this cat which is under the knife, come, issue forth upon the earth. Unki and Ma'at, Un-N-S, Nintet Auset and Ma'at, Men Hapapet and Ma'at, Her in Hu Kui, Per Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they're not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
Forget that we the real champions around here.
Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting Rizzo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, fear had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of states effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling, forcefully holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.